Hi, once again, my name is Joshua Schneider. I came to City Team straight from prison 4 years ago. To give you a little backstory, uh, my parents were heroin addicts. They dropped me off at a grocery store in downtown LA when I was 12 years old, told me I'd be better off on my own. I always vowed not to be like them. I grew up on the Monterey Peninsula, got into golf, was a caddy at Cypress Point, Pebble Beach, met one of the owners of the Pebble Beach company, put me through school. I'm 27 years old. I'm a finance major at Santa Clara University, and I'm sitting in Calculus 2 class, and I get a phone call, and it's my grandmother screaming, crying. My mom died. I went back for the services back in Missouri, and immediately coming back from Missouri, I started smoking methamphetamines for no reason at all. Didn't even know anybody who did it, but I ran into somebody the day I got off that airplane, and I started. Dropped out of school. The next 15 years of my life were constantly in and out of prison. From the age of 30 to 40, I was out for 16 days, 46 days, 42 days, and 92 days. So that's less than 6 months out of a 10-year period. I'd actually gotten so used to prison that I accepted the fact that I'd spend the rest of my life there. I was very comfortable there. Um, so I'm on my last prison term in 2019, and I'm getting out. I was actually, it was 2020 COVID. They're letting everybody out of prison because like inmates at San Quentin were dying left and right. So they were letting me out a year and a half early. And immediately I started thinking, what am I coming back for next time? Well, on the day I was told I was leaving 1 week later, I received a letter from City Team Ministries from a friend of mine who through our addiction have always been friends. You know, they say that sometimes in addiction you gain bonds with people that are true. Well, this is one of those things. No matter where we were at, it was just a really solid guy. We were, really good friends. In the letters, all it said was on letterhead was, "This is where I'm at. This is what I've done. I've paid off all my restitution. I'm off parole. I've paid off all my credit card debts, and I've got a full time job, and I got $5,000 in the bank in less than 1 year." So I knew that's where I was going that moment because I trusted this individual so much that if he could do it, I could do it. He's currently one of the facilitating directors for all the rehabilitation of the building that we're working on right now. Um, so me coming to City Team, I didn't know what it was. I arrived in downtown Oakland, and we have a multitude of community members out there, um, talking to themselves, screaming at themselves. I wasn't sure where I showed up at, but I was willing to give this place a chance because it saved my buddy's life. And I just came into the program open minded. I wasn't really, in my 15 years of prison time, I was never a big Bible person. I had read the Bible because when I was in the shoe program, you only get 2 books a week. So you grab the biggest one with the smallest print, you know. So I'd read the Bible, but I read it more as just a fictional story. Um, Once I was at City Team, I kind of said, you know what, one of the first things I heard at the AA meeting is you have to fire God. In addiction, a lot of times we think we are God. Like, you don't know what's best for my life, I do. So I'm going to do it this way. So I decided anything I thought was a good idea for the next year, I was not going to do. I would go and talk to case managers. I would go and talk to my buddy. I would go talk to the program director. Hey, this is what I'm thinking. Of course, they always said that's a horrible idea. What you need to do is stay right here and let this work for you. So that's what I did. Uh, like I said, I've been there 4 years now. So after my first year, I enrolled in a class that City Team offers to people in the program called CCAP. It's a California Alcohol Drug Counseling Program. So I took the 8 month course. 2 months ago, I just passed. So now I'm a licensed drug and alcohol counselor for City Team. Um, I actually was in the process. I've been working construction in and out over the years. When I was younger, I was in construction. I was a lead for a company. I quit that. I didn't feel any more gratification out of it. These guys coming in, whether they're younger than me or older than me, if I could help them change their lives or see that it's possible, it made me feel good at the end of the day. Um, like I said, I've been there 4 years, and I choose to still live there on site to help the guys full time. I've, I've managed to save up enough money to do whatever I want, to go wherever I want. Um, but I want to stick around and help out, and the main thing about City Team is it's about a foundation for the people that come there that have no family. A lot of times, like when I would get out of prison, I didn't have anybody but $200 gate money, and it cost me $68 to get home from wherever I was at in California. Um, so that's the number one thing, is having a foundation, for anybody to build upon. Once you have a foundation, then it's easy to take the time to build a resume, look for work. Tyler helps us build resumes, learn how to get our birth certificates, learn how to get our social security cards, get everything that we need to get back into the workforce. Um, so yeah, that's my story at City Team. If you have any
Yeah,
questions,
Josh. So if you have any questions, so we did get a chance to come visit that place.
yeah,
So thank you very much.
thank you.
So your facility is where can people find that?
So we're at 722 Washington in downtown Oakland, right next to the Oakland Police Department.
Nice. And is it a luxurious place? Tell me a little bit about when you first moved in. What was it like?
So when I first moved in, this is a four-story building. It was run down. We've recently, over the last 3 years, renovated about $7 million into the building, and now we're just doing the second floor with clients that are helping give back and refurbish some of the rooms.
Well, we have a couple slides, and I know we got two people here from City Team. If you want to come on up here, they have done a tremendous amount of work on this building, and we wanted to get a chance to kind of have you guys go through it and share a little bit about the building. So this is the 100-year. Is it 100-year-old? Over 100.
Yeah, 1884 it was
Wow,
built in.
1884. It looks nice now, but it didn't look this nice when you guys moved in.
No, not at all. No, when I went there 4 years ago, like I said, just below this window, um, at times you'll have tents there. At times you'll have people, unfortunately, naked out there because they're in such a drug psychosis. And we have people coming up to our doors all day long, asking for clothes, asking for shoes. So what you don't see in this bottom half of the picture, just whatever your imagination can make up, it happens. So, so yeah, this is some offices that we've just we ripped out the walls here, all the lath and plaster, all the flooring. We've rerouted a lot of the plumbing. We actually just finished this. I don't know if we have some of the pictures of this, but we just opened these offices uh, yesterday. Oh yeah, so this office is now this office, and we've done this with the gentleman that I spoke of, Ryan Scott. That's my friend who brought me to City Team. Um, he's done this work with just a couple clients that have decided to give back to the program. So this is the basement here. So our basement used to be really damp and dank, moldy. They've came in, they've sealed all the walls. This is what now our clothing donation closet looks like. So all these clothes are being processed to be hung up. We one side is men's, one side is women's. The back side where the person's standing is all children's clothing and shoes. And then we'll take some of this clothing up on portable clothing racks, and at dinner time we'll allow the community members to get a clean shirt, a clean pair of pants. Really, they can take as much of it they want. So whatever it is they want, we redistribute it. Uh, oh God! So this is our old kitchen. Our kitchen. Uh, when you would open the door in the morning, you'd have to throw a water bottle back there because we had rats the size of tomcats. And I'm not joking either. So this is our old kitchen here. And actually, this whole area is in this little back corridor here. And so all of this is new kitchen, new hood, new stoves, new prepping area, new service line, new walk-in and freezer. Um, that's part of the $7 million that they put in to the building. And it was a lot of this and the seismic retrofitting that had to be done for the building because, like I said, the building was built in the 1880s. So this area here, this is what we call the flex space. Uh, this door area here goes over into the kitchen, which you just saw. So in this flex space area, this is where Tyler and a lot of the guys have classes. So any given day they have, so their day starts out at 5:30. You know, we have breakfast, we serve the community. 8 o'clock, they go upstairs for chores. 10:30, they come back down. They'll have a class in here. I think that's Stephen Carl's class, and they teach different family reunification, anger management, different type of therapy classes. So there's a different class going on every day from 10:30 to 11:30 that they attend. Then they break for lunch, they feed the community, and then they come back to what is called this is actually called the Learning Center area. And Tyler can tell you more about that, but that's where the real part of these guys getting back to who they are is, especially getting back into the work field. This is the most important part.
So, and this is built kind of in a big open area. You guys built a loft up high out there. And so you created the space out of nothing. You can see the roof up there. You guys lifted the roof and created the space, which is pretty amazing. I get a chance to walk up there and just see the guys at work. And yeah, I was really moved because the way everybody was interacting and working, they were working really hard. So, Josh, thank you for coming down here and telling us your story.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate this.
Thank you.
So we have